Yellow Heart BGKY. You love Kentucky and so do I. Nice lettering right here. Let's go. Greetings everyone, this your boy P9. Good morning, coming to you live from Bowling Green, Kentucky. Bowling Green, Kentucky is the county seat of Warren County, and it is the 4th largest city in the state of Kentucky. Excuse me, the 3rd largest city outside behind Louisville and Lexington. And Bowling Green was founded in 1798 and was the capital of the Confederate Kentucky during the Civil War. And right now I'm in downtown Bowling Green on Main Avenue. As you can see right here, it's an array of historical buildings. And right now I'm in a section of Bowling Green called Fountain Row. This is an entertainment and district. And part of the entertainment district is the Capitol Theater. As you can see right here. Now the interesting thing about Bowling Green is that they have an assembly plant for General Motors located in the city, so it does have some manufacturing as part of its economy, and the General Motors plant is still open to this day. And also for those car enthusiasts out there, Bowling Green is the source of all the Chevy Corvettes that have been built since 1981. They actually have a Corvette museum right here in Bowling Green as well. As I'm over here at the corner of College and Main. It is only 5:55 in the morning. The sun isn't completely out, and it may not come all the way out today because it is forecasted to be cloudy, but nevertheless still a nice morning to do some vlogging. So here we go. So what's interesting about Bowling Green, well, for one, the name itself is interesting. It's a unique name for a city. So there are various accounts as to how Bowling Green, Kentucky got its name. There was one account that says that there was a commissioners meeting in 1798, the year Bowling Green was founded, and they named it Bowling Green after there was a Bowling Green actually in New York, a small little park in New York. And the story is that patriots had pulled down a statue of King George III that was located in that park and used the lead to make bullets during the American Revolution. That's one account. But there's also, according to the Encyclopedia of Kentucky, the name was derived from Bowling Green, Virginia, from where the early migrants had come, or the personal ball alley game of founder Robert Moore. So again, various accounts as to how Bowling Green got its name. But in the early 19th century, Bowling Green only had 154 residents. So we're talking within a 12-year time frame, they only acquired 154 residents, but they did grow, and their growth was facilitated by a steamboat which was in close proximity to the Barren River. So, you know, usually things like steamboats and railroads facilitate growth because it brings jobs, and it also brings a lot of commerce and products to the city. So as you can see, this fountain right here, I'm over here in Fountain Square Park. Here's a sculpture over here of Melpomene. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Here's a sculpture of Pomona, and that's one of the Roman goddesses. And this statue was of Ceres, the Roman goddess of agriculture. So Bowling Green is a mixed bag because of its location in the state of Kentucky. It has agriculture and manufacturing as its economy. So that's the interesting thing about Bowling Green. And it's just another marker of Civil War occupants. So of course, in 1862, the city was occupied by Union forces. So of course, you know, Kentucky does have its own slew of Civil War history. And this circle of flowers right here, and that cast iron. And this is State Street right here. So of course, downtown, you're gonna have a series of locally owned establishments. As you can see right here, they have a tattoo parlor, and they also have a Fountain Square Emporium. And this building right here is called the West Star Building. So again, it hosts a series of establishments. This building is actually called the Quigley Younglove Building, which was constructed in 1837 by Thomas Quigley for his home and dry goods business. It is the oldest building on Fountain Square and one of the few remaining buildings on the square designed in the once popular Federal style. And Joseph Younglove established Bowling Green's first drugstore in this building in the 1830s, and in 1844 purchased the building with his brother John Younglove. So it was just a venture between his brother John Younglove and Joseph Younglove. And again, this was during the 1830s. This is when Bowling Green was really starting to experience a population surge. As you can see right here, this is an ice cream parlor. Obviously it's closed because of how early it is, but they have handcrafted ice cream and soda fountain. It's called Meltdown. So Bowling Green looks like it has a pretty nice charm to it. Old historical buildings, as you would imagine. So downtown has a lot of older architecture, but now I'm making my way down Main Avenue, and You're gonna see a lot more modern architecture down this way. Look at those skies, look at those clouds. As we are in the midst of the dawn. See right here, these look like some apartments. And on the ground level, looks like there's a bridal shop right here. So it's like newer development down this way, which is only a few blocks from downtown, which again has a ton of old-fashioned buildings from like the 1800s. And it's only a couple of blocks away from the Fountain Square district, which is again primarily downtown. So I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna walk down 8th Avenue. A couple of cars out here. This is 8th and College Street. So this building right here is the D93 WDNS, was Bowling Green's classic rock station. Also 930 WKCT news, weather, sports station. So essentially you have Talk 104.1 and D93 WDNS. You have a radio station right here in this building. So that's pretty cool to encounter those type of buildings that host radio and TV stations. That one in particular just hosts a radio station, but Right across the street over here is the Park City Daily News, which was founded in 1854. I said Park City, so I wonder if that's Bowling Green's nickname. I'm gonna make my way back down Main Avenue, back to the old 19th century buildings. They have a lounge right here called the Three Brothers Lounge, and they got this yoga spot called the Spot, literally just called the Spot. So that's pretty cool. So this is actually my second vlog in the state of Kentucky. And if you've been following my channel, you know that I did a vlog, even though I just started this channel 3 months ago. I did do a vlog in Louisville, but that vlog was back in October of 2023. So this is my second vlog in Kentucky. So you can see right here, this is the William Natcher Federal Courthouse building. Municipal utilities. And right here is a ballpark, simply called the Bowling Green Ballpark, which was established in 2009. And it's home of the Bowling Green Hot Rods, which are a minor league baseball team of the South Atlantic League and a high A affiliate of the Tampa Bay Rays. As you can see right here, here's a banner for the 15th year anniversary for the Hot Rods. This is the front entry gate, it looks like, for this ballpark. As you can see, the Bowling Green Hot Rods. And here are a few banners of the players. Here are the Lowe brothers, Nate Lowe and Josh Lowe. And this is Kevin Kiermaier and Ryan Stanek. Just a couple of the players of the Bowling Green Hot Rods. As you can see, this is the stadium, or at least outside of it. And there goes the field over here. And here's a marker for the ballpark, officially dedicated on August 14, 2009, but opening day was April 17th of the same year. And here are all of the members of the fiscal court, economic development, and the Bowling Green City Commission, headed by the mayor, Elaine Walker. So it's a pretty cool looking ballpark. And it's located right by what looks like some more restaurants and possibly some apartments over here, or perhaps even an office building. I can't tell from over here, but it may be, it looks like it's an apartment building. Here's a marker for one Ernest Hogan. This is the first time I've ever heard of this brother, but he was a pioneer in black entertainment. He was one of the best known and highest paid performers of early ragtime era. He starred in major minstrels, vaudeville, and musical comedy. In 1898, Hogan had the starring role in the first black show to play in major Broadway theater. He died on May 20th, 1909, and is buried in the Mount Moriah Cemetery. And also, he was born Reuben Crotus on April 17, 1865 in Bowling Green, Kentucky. He left home at age 12 to sing in minstrel shows. He became prominent as a songwriter in the 1890s. In 1895, he wrote La Paz Mala and promoted it as the first published ragtime song. Many regarded him as the father of ragtime, a new genre of music from which many other types of music developed. So there you go. Laid the foundation for many other genres of music. This is Ernest Hogan, and he is a Bowling Green, Kentucky native. Just thought I'd insert that. The Louisville and Nashville Railroad Depot. This is just a little history of the railroads in Bowling Green. And Bowling Green, for the first half of the 1900s, was a large employer for the Louisville and Nashville Railroad. It was a hub to the rest of the world. No one knew who would walk through the doors. And here's a few pictures of the history of the L&N. Here goes one of the promos. Ride the road of friendly service between Cincinnati and Louisville, Nashville, Memphis, Birmingham, and the Gulf Coast in New Orleans. So this route traversed multiple cities. And the Louisville and Nashville Railroad debuted in Bowling Green in 1859. And it only took 13 hours to travel by train from Louisville to Nashville. So again, you know, driving Louisville to Nashville by automobile probably takes like a fraction of that time. But of course, you know, obviously railroads travel at a much slower speed and on railroad tracks, so they go way slower. So obviously it will take a lot longer to get from city to city. In 1979, this is when the Railpark and Train Museum was built. Passenger service at the depot ended as automobiles became primary mode of transportation. The community joined forces to restore the depot after it sat vacant and deteriorated. The historic Railpark opened in 2002 and the Train Museum in 2007. So there you have it. Like I said, the railroads died primarily for passengers due to the automobiles. You can get from point A to point B a lot faster. But nevertheless, the passenger railroads always are going to have a major part of history. I'm here at the historic Railpark Train Museum and L&N Depot. L&N being short for Louisville and Nashville. And it's a gift shop and a museum. Now the gift shop and museum is not open at the moment, but I'm just out here checking out the exterior of the Railpark. As you can see, the museum and the gift shop are housed in this building right here. And right here is the Bowling Green, Kentucky trolley tour bus. So Bowling Green is big enough to actually have one of these trolley tours, so that's pretty cool. But I'm gonna go around to the part of the building where the entrance is. And here we are. Now this is the Louisville and Nashville rail cars or railroad. And you know, back in the late 1800s to the early 1900s, railroads, passenger railroads specifically, were a major part of transportation. And again, this is the Louisville and Nashville rail cars. Now Bowling Green, it obviously was one of the major stops along the Louisville and Nashville railroad path. And as you can see right here, this is the Towering Pine. This deluxe Pullman sleeper was delivered to the L&N Railroad in 1953. It served throughout the system until 1979. Preserved intact since its retirement, it was acquired for the historic Railpark and Train Museum in 2002, courtesy of Elaine and C. Dorian Walker family. Okay, so this Pullman sleeper was actually delivered in 1953. So yes, that sounds about right. Right around 1979, a lot of these old classic railroads were retired and more modernized railroads were brought into play for passengers, namely Amtrak. But yes, this is the sleeper. Again, it goes to Louisville and Nashville. And aside from Louisville and Nashville, you know, the length of this train was 10,396 miles. So it spanned multiple states, including Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Louisiana, Mississippi, Missouri, Ohio, Tennessee, Virginia, and North Carolina. And it operated between 1850 to 1982. So a few of the major cities that this train went through was St. Louis, Memphis, Atlanta, and New Orleans, and of course Louisville and Nashville and Bowling Green. Here you see these are some pretty nice colors too. You have this orange, you have this beige and yellow. So if you're ever in the area, come check out the Railpark, the Louisville and Nashville Railpark in Bowling Green. Pretty cool place. I'm over here on the campus of Western Kentucky University. Western Kentucky University was established in 1906 by Henry Cherry, and he became president at that time of what was then known as the Western Kentucky State Normal School. This is Western Kentucky University. Just want to get a little bit of the campus before I get on the road. Right over there is the Bates Runner Hall. I like these roses right here in the median. That's pretty cool. Check this out. They have a Subway on campus. the first time I've ever seen a subway on a college campus. I'm pretty sure there's plenty other colleges across America that has a subway on campus. This building over here is the student union. And this right here is the tulip garden in this sculpture right here. It's just an organization called WK Sisterhood who provided this sculpture and this tulip garden. It's really neat. And that building straight ahead is called the Mahurin Honors College. And I'm surrounded by what looks like residence halls. You can see this nice stainless steel sculpture of the globe. And the dean of students from 1956 to 1985 was a gentleman by the name of Charles A. Cowan. And he was basically responsible for the development of the student body during that time. And here's a sculpture in a flower bed in his honor, as you can see. So this is really nice. Have a pretty nice layout of what I've seen so far of Western Kentucky. So the building where that subway is located is in a building called Bates Runner Hall. And here's a marker that commemorates Bowling Green, or excuse me, Western Kentucky University becoming a college in 1963. Founded as part of Glasgow Normal Institute in 1875, school moved to Bowling Green in 1884 and was named Southern Normal College School of Business College in 1907. The school separated. The business university moved downtown, then to College Street flourished as a private school for over 50 years. Okay. And there goes that building over there is the Gordon Ford College of Business and the Finley C. Grease Hall. Check out this sculpture of this lady right here. It's dope. I'm outside of EA Diddle Arena, named after this man right here on the statue, Edgar Allan Diddle. As you see, he's holding up the red towel. Of course, the red towel symbolizes the colors of Western Kentucky University, who are the Hilltoppers as far as their mascot. And there's a tradition associated with this basketball team, which is what EA Diddle Arena hosts, the basketball team of both women's and men's. And it's a unique red towel tradition originated with Coach EA Diddle. Through 1,061 Hilltopper basketball games, 759 of those Western victories, Mr. Diddle clutched a towel. He chewed on it, threw it, cried on it, waved at it fans, and used it as a signal to his players. The red towel became synonymous with EA Diddle, and he became synonymous with Western Kentucky's outstanding athletic heritage. So, of course, Diddle has been inducted into the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame, and he was born in Kentucky, and he passed away in Bowling Green, Kentucky. So from 1895 to 1970. So there you have it, EA Diddle Arena. And this is the side of the student union. And Western Kentucky must have some bread, because they have a store over there, and they also have a Starbucks and a Subway and a restaurant. So yeah, so there it goes over there. It's in a really nice building too. So and this right here is the Houchins Industries LT Smith Stadium. It is home of the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers football team. And they won the 1AA national title in 2002, as well as a series of bowl games. Most recently being the 2022 New Orleans Bowl, as you can see by the series of banners up here. They also won the 2015 Conference USA champions, 2015 Miami Beach Bowl, 2014 Bahamas Bowl, and the 2021 Boca Raton Bowl. And as you can see, this is their stadium right here. The ticket gate, the football right here, Champions Climb here. Got a couple benches out here with the Hilltoppers on it. And here goes a couple of banners, one with Jimmy Feeks on it on the left, number 66, and Willie Taggart, number 1. So Jimmy Feeks was the coach from 1968 to 1983, and Willie Taggart was a football player here at Western Kentucky from 1995 to 1998. So here you have it, LT Smith Stadium. They're doing some construction over here, over across the street, at what looks like Guthrie Hall. So just wanted to get this part of the campus. I'm gonna go ahead and close it off for the time being. Before I do that, let me get this real quick. Get this side of the LT Smith Stadium. There goes the Western Kentucky football team practicing on the field. As you can see over there. Just wanted to get that in the shot. Nice stadium, by the way. I'm here at the National Corvette Museum, which is a premier attraction in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Now, the Corvettes began manufacturing or production in 1953 by General Motors, but this museum opened up in 1994 and is located near Bowling Green's GM assembly plant. So this museum showcases a bunch of Corvettes, symbolizing its manufacturing and production history right here in Bowling Green. Now, of course, Corvettes are the premier sports cars, and they have been for a very long time. As you can see, the Stingray grill right here, named after the classic Stingray Corvette, which has a V8 engine. Most of them have a V8 engines and are 4-speed manual transmissions. There goes the entrance to the museum. So you also have, outside of the museum, they have a lot of nice plants, as you can see right here. A lot of nice shrubbery. Now, the Corvette Stingray was a concept car that debuted in 1959. So this is a 4-speed manual transmission vehicle with a V8 engine. And these cars can top out at speeds of 120 miles an hour. And they were designed by an engineer and designer by the name of Larry Shinoda, who is also known for his work in designing the Ford Mustangs. As you can see right here, this mural stating that adrenaline meets tradition. So the Corvette Museum is not the only automotive museum in America. We also have the Ford the Ford Museum, which is located in the Detroit area. As you can see, they have like a little seating area right here. So these essentially are like memorials for a lot of race car drivers and also individuals having to do with the Corvette. So a bunch of Corvette drivers who were part of the Corvette club. So this is pretty cool over here. It's pretty nice. And they also have a little fountain right here. So I'm not gonna go inside today. I'll come back at another time and check out the interior of the museum and check out the exhibits of Corvettes that they have. I just wanted to get the exterior of the Corvette Museum today, and it's a really nicely designed building. Still has that modern look to it. So the Corvette Museum is conveniently located right off of I-65 in Bowling Green, off of exit 28. So conveniently located off the highway, so it's very easy to get to if you ever passing through town and you just want to check it out. So with that in mind, people, this concludes my Bowling Green vlog. And if you like the video, you know what to do. Please hit that like button alongside the subscribe button. And with that in mind, people, thanks for tuning in. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.